The Bible is very clear that the Antichrist and the false prophet will perform signs, wonders, and miracles that will deceive the world into worshiping them. The mark of the beast is directly connected with worship of the Antichrist and the image of the beast. I plan to prove all of this straight from the Bible. Revelation 13 is the passage that talks about the mark of the beast, but we can find other references to this time period. Let's start with 2 Thessalonians 2:9. This section is about the Antichrist, and it says, "This man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. He will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on their way to destruction because they refuse to love the truth and accept the truth that would save them. So God will cause them to be greatly deceived, and they will believe these lies. Then they will be condemned for enjoying evil rather than believing the truth." Matthew 24:24 says, "For false messiahs and false prophets will rise up and perform great signs and wonders, so as to deceive, if possible, even God's chosen ones." Revelation 19:20 says, "And the beast was captured, and with him the false prophet who did mighty miracles on behalf of the beast, miracles that deceived all who had accepted the mark of the beast and who worshipped his statue." Now let's look at the most famous mark of the beast passage, which is Revelation 13, starting at verse 11. This is speaking about the false prophet. "Then I saw another beast come out of the earth. He had 2 horns like those of a lamb, but he spoke with the voice of a dragon. He exercised all the authority of the first beast," which is the Antichrist, "and he required all the earth and its people to worship the first beast, whose fatal wound had been healed. He did astounding miracles, even making fire flash down to earth from the sky while everyone was watching. And with all the miracles he was allowed to perform on behalf of the first beast, he deceived all the people who belong to this world. He ordered the people to make a great statue of the first beast, who was fatally wounded and then came back to life. He was then permitted to give life to this statue so that it could speak. Then the statue of the beast commanded that anyone refusing to worship it must die. He required everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on the right hand or on the forehead, and no one could buy or sell anything without that mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number representing his name." So the part I really want to focus on is the emphasis on the miracles, signs, and wonders that will then cause people to worship the Antichrist. Remember that Satan always wants to make a mockery of Jesus, and he is even going to stand in the temple and declare that he's God. So it makes perfect sense that just like Jesus did miracles, signs, and wonders, and people worshiped him and believed that he was God, the Antichrist is going to do the exact same thing, and so is the false prophet. And just like Jesus died and rose again, and people knew that he was divine, the Antichrist is going to do something similar. He gets some kind of mortal wound, and then he seems to rise from the dead. We need to make sure that we don't pluck certain verses like verse 17 about buying or selling completely out of the context of the passage. But many people are doing this now, and that is why people are so confused about the mark of the beast.